And it's gonna be...
Dude, why are you doing this to me? Are you just deliberately trying to piss me off?
No!
Please, articulate.
Okay, I will
I'd like to passively, aggressively tell you why you're dumb.
Welcome back to Class Firearms, guys. Kaya here with James Reeves from TFBTV. James, great having you here, man.
It's an honor. Thanks, guys.
Honor is mine. And today, you know what we're gonna do?
I heard.
All right, we're gonna do top 5 most under or overrated guns of all time.
Oh, dude, I did underrated. You just said underrated.
No. Overrated of guns of all time. I've got my 5, and you got your 5. You gonna fight me?
No, dude. I'm not gonna fight. You're my brother. We're not gonna fight.
True.
What, spat. Top 5. Can we do a top 5 spat? Is that okay?
That's fine. Top 5 pouting spat. Yeah. Okay.
Top 5 passive aggressive argument.
Okay.
Got it.
Don't get too mad. All right, because I know how it is. All right, I've got my 5. You've got your 5. We're gonna go ahead and lay them out. Start from number 5, and then see who wins. The comment section is gonna decide on this one.
Yep.
With that being said, you ready?
Yes, let's do it.
Number 5. All right, number 5 is going to be, of course, you ready for this? Drum roll. Glock 43. Glock. Dude, what? That's what we're supposed to do. Dude, are you serious? All right, so Glock 43, that's what I'm thinking. I think it's this. Glock just straight up failed. You know what? Everybody wanted this little gun that you could conceal, whatever. So Glock ran as tiny as possible with 6-round capacity. Okay, one in the chamber nobody cares about. Are you kidding me? You can't hold a gun. It's so small. 6-round capacity. Might as well shoot a little revolver. At least it's got more reliability. And it's snappy as heck.
Sir, hold on a second. How many Glock 43s have they sold? Do you know?
A lot. You know why? Because they're Glocks.
Do you know? Over 1 million. I mean, 1 million, we're talking a few years ago. So, look, I'm not saying that doesn't make it not overrated.
Do you understand why it's the title of this video is overrated guns?
Yeah, dude, I have a fine time shooting them. Like, look, don't get me wrong. Ergonomically, there's some compromises. It is a thin gun. It is a light gun. But that's what it's designed to be.
6 rounds, really?
Yeah, may as well. You know what? You're right, Kai. You win. Carry a Glock 17 instead of a Glock 43. There we go. We don't need. Why have a Glock 43 when we have a Glock 17?
That illustrates.
Yeah, well, the 43X also a different animal. 43X two-dimensionally is very near to the Glock 19. So it's near, but it's slimmer.
A little slim.
But the 43 and the 43X use the same slide. They're a 1-inch slide. Now, what I will tell you,
okay,
I'm going to actually help you out here a little bit. One problem with the Glock 43, the only problem I would say with the Glock 43 is it's not compatible with 43X magazines. So I know Shield is doing a thing where they're like cutting the 43X because you're talking about a 1/10 of an inch difference, if not less, only in the frame. Only in the frame. See, the steamboat captain, he agrees.
They agree. Oh, no,
you're in jolly New Orleans, by the way. We didn't mention
James,
that.
You need to stop talking. Kaya wins.
Yeah, was that my timer?
Yeah, that was your timer.
No, I'm helping you out. I think, first of all, I like the 43. It's fantastic. Taryn Butler, Taryn Tactical Innovations, he makes like a barely larger +1 plate. It's great, 7+1. More powerful than like a 38 caliber revolver, slimmer than a 38 caliber revolver. I would say just as reliable as a revolver. I know a lot of people would get upset about that. However, big fault, there's no reason why Glock, other than for commercial purposes, there's no reason why they shouldn't just expand that grip, because it's the same slide. You can literally interchange them. There's no reason why they shouldn't expand that grip just a little bit.
And add more capacity, double stack it. I mean, it's kind of double stack. It's just, listen.
Respectfully, I passive-aggressively disagree.
Passive-aggressively.
I think this is a great idea. I don't see, that's my passive-aggressive disagree. I'm trying to think of I'm trying to channel my wife. You're I really like what you're doing.
Yeah, you're great.
It's very special. Your ideas are special.
I'm too hairy.
Bless your heart.
So with that being said, what's your number 5?
Phone's over there.
See what I'm saying, guys? Not prepared. Here he is just mouthing off like he knows what he's talking about. He doesn't even have his phone on him. He doesn't even know it. I don't think he has a list.
Oh, dude. Number 5, Turkish shotguns. Turkish shotguns. And you know, a lot of people, I think the most sophisticated viewers, if there are any on classic firearms, the sophisticated viewers, should they exist here, They know that Turkish shotguns are actually pieces of shit. We all know that. However, the fact remains they are coming in by the crate, by the truckload, and people are buying them because they're like $200-300, and then I'll go on Reddit or you know, whatever, AR15.com, and you have people like, man, oh, I got this one, and it ran like 50 rounds real good. And it's like, yeah, no shit. But if you subject them to any, again, the one that we did a burn down, which maybe that video is run by now, maybe it hasn't, but we did a little collab burn down. Even that one, which did actually pretty well, still, like, it had little hang-ups, it had head spacing issues. They just suck. And again, a lot of people out there, like, you're watching this, I'm not telling you anything you don't know already, but there are obviously tens, maybe hundreds of thousands of people who are like, man, these things are good and they're cheap, and I went and I shot some Walmart ammo through them, and it was awesome. And that's all they're gonna do. So no, they're terrible, 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 terrible. Turkish, terrible.
I mean, since this is a fight and I gotta show some resistance, I will passive-aggressively, not even that, I will just straight up agree with you.
That's very passive-aggressive.
I can't fight on this one. There are a lot of them are shit. However,
that's the ultimate passive-aggressive move. Just agree with me.
Like, for $300, you're getting like a semi-automatic M4 clone. Like $300, you're getting one of those things. You know what? Walmart ammo, it runs. Somebody comes to your house, blast them away. It does the job. Okay, for the most part, it does the job. When you do a burn down test with this guy, well, yes, of course, it's gonna fail because this guy already wants them to fail. So you kind of.
Oh, come on.
All right, I went too far. That's not true.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
That's fine. No, that's fine. But in my mind, okay, fair enough. For $300 or $250, you can get this. Dude, I did for $199 the Mossberg Maverick 88. We butt blasted that gun. We had like 6 shooters. It was nonstop for 71 minutes. No, it's a pump, but I would rather
I'm
have.
just gonna leave.
Yeah, no, you may as well. You may as well. If that's the best you got, see you, Kaya. Welcome to Classic Firearms. I'm your new host and owner, James Reeves. Classic Firearms daddy, Classic Firearms father. That's what who call me around here. Faja.
Yeah, I can't believe he's telling. Oh, I had this pump action that I ran the.
That's reliable. That worked 100% of the time.
Physically moved.
That's the guy who's like, why don't you just get a revolver instead of a Glock?
I'm not even a
43?
revolver guy. That's how bad 43 is.
No. So, anyways, look, I get it. Okay, great. It'll work 5 times out of 6 whenever you the first time you shoot it.
Look,
I concede.
You're a high maintenance guy like this guy. Of course.
I am.
And it's going to be Steyr AUG.
Dude, why are you doing this to me? Are you just deliberately trying to piss me off?
No.
Please, articulate.
Okay, I will articulate.
Passively, aggressively tell you why you're a dumbass.
Here's what I'm thinking. Steyr AUG, great weapon system, way ahead of its time, way back in the day.
Okay.
And I'd like to remind you and everybody else who's watching this video right now, it's 2024.
Okay.
And that thing is old news, and we should leave past in the past like X's.
Okay. How many times have you shot a Steyr AUG?
Many times. A classic.
Have you?
Many times.
Okay.
A classic. We've got one in the studio, right, Ryan?
I shoot 77.
What's your favorite rifle? What's your favorite rifle?
My favorite rifle, I got my ADM build, AR-15.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
When was the AR-15 created?
Oh, it was in the 50s.
1964.
Okay, well.
What about the
Eugene Stoner,
Steyr AUG? 1977.
Well, it was a start in the 60s, right?
Ahead of its time.
Yeah.
Ahead of its time and still ahead of its time. And look, I'm an AR-15 guy too. I'm going to give you this. And I'm passively, aggressively disagreeing with you. I love your ideas. I love your ideas. I love your concepts. I love your number 4. However, the Steyr AUG is a phenomenal weapon system, and I think we're going to be seeing, the main problem is the lack of modularity. It's reliable, it's accurate, it's what I like is the quality control. You're buying, you're not getting a Bear Creek Arsenal Steyr AUG, you're getting the Steyr AUG, from Steyr, and it's gonna be good shit. And the guys in the US, they're bringing the 300 Blackout. They're bringing the M2 version, which now you've got M-Lock. You've got a free float, return to zero, quick disconnect rail on it.
Finally, you guys figured out an M-Lock exists, and you wanted to put that on.
No, I agree, but I mean, in the rest of the world, they've had this modularity. We just haven't in the US market. So the gun itself, to attack the gun itself, but then hamstring it by applying what we have available in the US market is unfair, because it's a phenomenal system. And again, you're talking about a gun that you can get a 16, almost 20-inch barrel, and it'll be the same size as a Mark 18.
That's like any other bullpup. Here's what I'm going to say. What was that company that we, Evi?
Corvus Defensio.
Corvus Defensio. Shout out to those guys. Yeah. Awesome guys. You know what those guys do? They're like, you know what, Steyr AUG sucks. We got to make it more relevant. So they make all these cool parts and make the gun actually pretty cool. As is, it's overrated. With Corvus Defensio, I think that is more fitting to 2024. So shout out to those guys. And that is how I rest my case here, Mr. Defense Attorney, whatever you want.
Yeah, just because I want to get the out of this video, I'm going to go ahead and move on to my number 4.
Hey guys, we're going to take a moment to interrupt this content to bring you a word from the sponsor of this video, Sonoran Desert Institute. Now, of everyone at Classic, I've probably built the most guns myself, and I know a lot of you guys out there like to work on and repair your guns at home as well. If you're looking for a way to take that hobby to the next level, Sonoran Desert Institute could help. The online courses at SDI cover a broad range of topics, including armor certification, gunsmithing, ballistics, woodworking and gun finishes, sport shooting management, and more. They even send tools and materials directly to your home so you can get hands-on training while you're covering this coursework. So if you're looking for a way to get an education that you could actually apply to your job or start a new career, definitely contact SDI at 480-999-4767 or visit sdi.edu.
And that would be the H&K MP5, near and dear.
Are you serious?
Near and dear. I own 3. I own 3 MP5s. Okay. I have an SP5, a legit H&K MP5, and an SP, basically whatever they're calling the MP5K PDW, which I love. Okay. So I have 3 and maybe 4 MP5s. Love them. I absolutely love them, but they're overrated as shit. I mean, you're talking about an extremely heavy 9mm pistol caliber carbine, extremely expensive magazines that will rust if you look at them with a teary eye, lack of modularity, so don't you dare try to back up the MP5 after you just shit on the AUG, because it's one of the least modular guns out there. No last round bolt hold open on the 9mm versions, which are 99%
and the reload
of them
sucks,
out there.
right?
The reload, it's like
unlock it.
Try to do that drunk. Yeah, it's like it's that thing like you had when you were a kid. You had to get the shapes like into the little thing like with the hammer. It is like the tightest tolerances. There ain't no mag weld there. Like if you don't get it spot on, you got to turn it around and examine. And to get that magazine in, look, it's a wonderful system. Back in the 1960s, like whenever it first came. Yeah, no. But the difference is the AUG. No, the AUG is kept up. The AUG is kept up and is still issued, where it's like the MP5 is in the process of being phased out. Where I would say that the AUG is being phased in. Go ahead.
Wow, dude, I can't disagree with you. Honestly.
Very passive aggressive.
Yes, I know. I'm just going to straight up say, you're right. MP5 is a great weapon system. Obviously, proven itself. Many units use it. A lot of good stuff done, right? A lot of bodies stacked with the MP5.
For sure.
But today, it's just overrated. Maybe back in the day it was cool, but today I think it's overrated. I'm with you.
See, I'm going to have to disagree. That's what we're going to start doing. I'm just going to start agreeing with you, and then we're going to disagree with each other. That's funny. Wait, he's agreeing with me. I better
That's pretty good. And my number 3 is going to be, dude, a lot of people are going to hate me for this. Knights Armament SR25.
Oh, no, I agree with you. Dude, I have no... Knights Armament, period. Most overrated shit ever.
$6,000 for an AR-10?
No, it's ridiculous.
Fine, yeah, it's finely tuned, I get it. But $6,000. I'm sorry, people can do that. Half the price or less, they can build their own thing just as good.
Dude,
that's it. That's all.
Good news for your viewers. I have no pithy rejoinder. I have no disagreement. I just think Knights generally, I like Daniel Defense a lot. And the thing is, they've got the kind of unobtainium. I feel like Knights has this unobtainium where we're the worst about it. And look, I'm going to poo-poo on the Knights guys right now, but look, truth be told, as gun guys, there's all something we're like this about, where it's like we can't get it and we think it's hot. But I'm going to use this opportunity, even though somebody could turn this back around on me later, to crap on the Knights Armament guys, where it's like, oh man, it's just so hard to get in the civilian market. But I frankly don't think it's better than other top tier airs like LMT or Daniel Defense, which you're talking about a cold hammer, forged barrel, and chamber, and wonderful firearms. So I totally agree.
One kudos I got to give to Knights, and this is it. They are very finely tuned. Their ejection pattern is the best ejection pattern I've seen. They're very good tuned, but it's not $6,000. Sorry guys, you guys lose me. A lot of people who are going to disagree with me on this one, they've never even held an SR25. And not that I'm crapping on you because you're supposed to. It's not that I'm cool because I've had one. Thanks to Classic I did, or else I wouldn't have either. I'm just telling you, a lot of people, they've never even experienced it. They've read stuff on the internet. That's why they're going to disagree with us.
Hard one for me.
Yeah.
For my number 3. And again, this is how honest I am, because I love the MP5. I love the AK, but dude, I think the AK is this is a guy, I own like 19 AKs. It is one of my most favorite.
Is this your
platforms.
number 2?
It's my number 3. This is my, we're on number 3, right? Yeah. It's like classic. You guys want to, do any math over there? Yeah, the Fat Tuesday, the mango is hitting them hard.
It's too sweet.
Yeah, ain't doing no math on the mango. So,
okay.
No, for me, the AK. Like, again, a lot of the same complaints, really, it's you can almost cut and paste the complaints between the MP5 and the AK, where you're talking about no last round bolt hold open.
Yeah.
You're talking about it's for the most part, it's heavy. Yeah, it's not very ergonomic in relation to its peers at this point. It's a much older design, at least 2 decades older than the AR-15.
Yeah.
And I love them. And I look, guys, AK guys, if you want to attack me, please do. That's fine. I'm an AK guy too. But the truth is, they're just
overrated.
Now, the only thing that I do have an AK that I feel like is comparable to my other ARs, it's the Rifle Dynamics. Like we did a build, we made a video.
Also,
about
they made it better.
And it's great. $3,000.
Like the
$3,000.
Like the AUG, where they made it a lot better.
Oh no.
Okay.
All right. Come on, dude. I swear to God, if you keep bringing up the AUG, this is going to be a real top 5 fight. All right, that's number 3. Let's
okay,
let's give you number 2. Oh, no, are you going to disagree with me?
No, I'm. In a way, all right.
What do you guys sell? Century? Yeah. See, the Centuries are good, right? What do you guys sell? Yeah, all the other ones.
That is
false,
not how I freaking roll.
Get on Classic Firearms on their page. Whatever they sell, those are good.
That's below the belt. That's not how I roll. I'm just telling you my honest opinion. And here's the deal. AKs overall, everybody knows I'm not an AK person. I can appreciate them. I can appreciate the operation system. Kalashnikov, great job. Rest in peace. Here's the deal. I think they suck. Like, for me, I'm not an AK person. Like, they shoot well for what it is. I mean, a lot of wars to this day, they're being used.
Yeah, sure.
They just hand them point that way and shoot. You'll be good to go, right? They're reliable. But honestly, not ergonomic. You can't even shoot. You got to put your head down, for me at least. And still, it's just overall, I think, for what they are, they work fine, cheap, or they used to be, but they're overrated.
You're here, I'm here. I say overrated. I don't say they suck. I love them. And I think, look, plenty of dicks in the dirt. Plenty of dicks in the dirt with the AK system, but overrated.
Yeah, I don't think they suck. They suck for me. I'm not used to them, right? That's it. And number 2 for me. Ready for this? You cannot disagree on this one. 1911s, man.
Oh, dude. Oh, there's another one where it's like, welcome to Classic Firearms. Dude, yeah, I totally agree. You know that, dude, are you pandering to me? Are you pandering? Because that's near and dear to my heart. I hate 1911s. I truly hate them.
1911s, and now a lot of people are going to be upset, like, obviously, the AK platform, folks. Dude, 1911s, in my opinion, back in the day, when they came out, what year they came out?
I think 1911. Does that sound right?
No, 2011.
Yeah,
that was
that's
2011.
right. Yeah.
No, anyways, no, 1911s. Back in the day, they were revolutionary. Like, they're awesome.
Sure.
Obviously, people are going to say, "Oh, World War I, World War II, whatever." That doesn't matter. Back in the day, they were good. But now,
the best.
I mean, come on, dude.
Yeah.
They're just overrated. It's 7 rounds of 45, snappy little thing. And guess what? They're not as reliable. A lot of moving parts. This metal heavy thing. They're good to have one in your safe. So nostalgia. That's it.
Yeah. Now, and what I would do is I would point to dig up the XM9 papers, like look at the GAO, Government Accountability Office, where they did a review of the XM9 when they were looking at replacing the 1911, ultimately, which ended up being a replacement with the Beretta with the M9. And in the XM9, it was just abysmal, the reliability of the 1911 versus all the other guns like the 226, they had a Smith & Wesson, maybe a Ruger, I think, in the second run of the XM9 test. The 1911 wasn't even close. I mean, it was just many-fold more malfunctions. You had, they did not perform well. Yeah. So pull it up. It's the XM9 from the GAO. You can just read for yourself. I appreciate the fact this is not meant to be an insult. They're very sensitive 1911 people, as it turns out. This is not meant as a personal insult. The way I look at it, if you like a gun, preach, brother. Like, preach. If you are passionate about 1911s, I am happy for you.
Yeah.
I personally think, and it's almost subjective. Like, 1911s are obsolete. That is, it's almost objective. 1911s are obsolete. If you like them, just like if you like whatever Mosin Nagants or SKSs, obsolete guns, But dude, you do you. I'm happy for you. You can be mad at me. I'm happy. I pity you a little. I'm happy for you.
I mean, look, 2011s came to kind of replace them in a way. The same platforms, like, you know.
Let's stop. Let's go.
Oh, okay.
Are we on my number?
We're on yours.
My number 2 is the Deagle, the Desert Eagle. Yeah, I mean, you know it. You know, we talked about it in the car on the way here, where I said, look, I think it's a Deagle. I have one. The coolest shit. Don't get me wrong.
Caliber?
Like
50?
50, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, of course. Is there anything else? No. I mean, it's like you buy a 50 and you get the conversion kits. But no, I mean the Deagle, Bullet Tooth Tony, all that. You know, I hope I'm getting the right Guy Ritchie movie. But really cool gun, powerful. Just they're huge. They're heavy. I don't see the point. They don't really serve a practical purpose, and they don't have to. They don't have to, but I think they're incredibly overrated because, again, like you said about Knights, where it's like most of the people disagreeing with you have never shot one. That's what I feel about Desert Eagles. Nobody is going to chime in and be like, well, dude, the Desert Eagle really saved my ass in Afghanistan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like nobody actually uses them. They're range toys. Overrated.
Well, I can't go ahead and fight them right now. And the reason for that is my number 1 is Desert Eagle.
Oh, okay, great. That worked out.
So,
seamless transition.
Seamless transition, and they are everything you said, and that's it. Dot, right? I mean, they are just so overrated. They're not even all that fun to shoot. The only cool thing about them is if you got one, like the Barrett 50 BMG, it's not an overrated gun, in my opinion. It's an awesome thing. But it's like a nice party trick. You're hanging out with the boys.
There's actual use, right, with the Barretts, with the 50. Like, I mean, dude, you're talking about deployments, success with these as
anti-material,
right? Yeah, exactly. So with the Desert Eagle, there's none of that. So I agree with you there, where it's like you've got, again, like a cool magic trick, you know, where it's like it's neat.
Yeah.
But at least with the Barretts, with the 50 cals, you're getting some practical use, where it's like, dude, Desert Eagles are just fun. You know, that's it.
Barrett 50s, I mean, to me, slightly overrated nowadays in today's technology. I love them. They're still used. They use them as like sniper rifles, even though they're not as accurate, but they're still pretty good. But there are other better platforms out there. You know, like the MRADs are now coming out with 338.
Oh, sure. Oh, MRAD is
exactly
great. Good. Mark 22. Yeah.
Exactly. But so ever so a little overrated, but still very fantastic, real world used guns. Deagles, dude, like it's cool. You're hanging out with your boys, like, hey, I got a 50. Anybody want to shoot 50? And everybody gathers and you watch right when it is.
Oh my God, at the range.
Practicality wise, you just shoot one and like, oh man, this is just a little party trick.
If you need to make friends, it's good.
It's good, exactly. If you got one, a gold one with a tiger stripes, whatever we got.
Yeah.
But that's it.
That's it.
So what's your number 1?
2011s, dude. 2011s.
Ooh.
And there's a bit of a personal bias here because, again, it's like you're looking at taking the 1911. You see, like how you were shitting on the AUG, which was ahead of its time and is still ahead of its time and is now modular and working its way and deployed and issued and is a good platform. The 2011, on the other hand, is like a needless resuscitation of the 1911. You've got people who are like, well, you know, look, I'm a 1911 perv, but you know, I really needed to have the same capacity so I can compete with my buddies who have Glock 17s and Glock 34s with triple the capacity of my gun, but I want to shoot a 1911 and I want that crisp single action trigger. Oh yeah, and by the way, it's $2,500. So look, I don't like the 2011s. They're just 1911s in new clothes. But now the magazines are more expensive and they're proprietary.
Oh, wait, that Gerson was like, only $9.99.
And then there we go. And I was just about to go there. I appreciate that. So we did we tested out the Gerson, whatever, the Turkish 2011. It's like, okay, this is cool. You know, like we got a $9.99, $1,000 gun. And it shot like dog shit.
Worse.
So it's like, worse. So it's like you're either going to pay for Staccato, which are admittedly nice guns, they are nice guns, but you're going to pay $2,500.
I want to shout out to Bull Armory too.
Oh, Bull! Look, dude, if I'm doing it, I own one 2011. Yeah. It's the Bull SAS Ultralight.
Okay.
So I will give Bull and my boy Ben, give you a shout out. But no, I mean I would say like 2011s, they're just 1911 Part 2. That's it.
I feel like, you know what, dude, I'm going to go ahead and respectfully and disrespectfully, passive-aggressively disagree with you. Okay, 2011s, they revolutionized the competition world. They did. I understand that, you know, all these nice guns won't buy you skills.
Gamer gun.
Yeah. I get it. But if you got the proper enough skills and you get something better that's finely tuned to you. And 2011 seem to have that customizability, whatever, if that's even a word. You know, it gives you that, and you actually get out there and compete. There's a lot of competitive shooters out there that use 2011 platforms and dominates, like Pit Viper from TTI.
Sure.
Like, you got the Combat Master Glock 34, fantastic. You get a Pit Viper, you're like, holy crap, what the heck is going on here? So yes, if you got the skills of James Reeves, which he's a great shot, I've firsthand seen him, check out some of the videos that we did, he's incredible. You give him a freaking nice, finely tuned, comped, whatever, 2011, you're just gonna shoot a lot better with just some little bit more practice and get used to it. For me, I think 2011's, you know what, some of them are overrated because they price them like crazy. Some Staccatos like $3,000, $4,000. I don't want to say anything about the Pit Viper. That's holy crap, like $7 grand, whatever.
Oh,
some of them are like 10 grand. Are they worth that much? That's subjective. But if you can find,
sounds a little like you're saying they might be overrated.
Price-wise, I would. Yeah, you know
overrated. Number one champion. Thank you guys for watching.
Price-wise. No, I'm serious. Price-wise, I think they could be overrated a little bit depending on the brand. But when it comes to practicality, I think, no, they're freaking awesome, man.
See, I would disagree with you there. Practicality, they are completely impractical. They're expensive, they're bulky, they're less reliable. I'm not going to name names, but somebody who's popular on social media just dropped a popular brand of 2011 and it popped off.
Like the SIG P320?
I'm not, well, dude, I'm not, you don't see me defending that either. So, but I'm just saying the 2011s are, I disagree with you on the practicality element.
I see, okay.
If you're like, you're deranged, if you're carrying a 2011 like as your everyday carry gun,
I would not carry one.
Yeah, and if you guys, but that to me is what I see as practicality. And if you guys watch TFBTV, you know I don't like to go to speak outside of like my very narrow area of expertise. So I am not going to speak to competition shooters and say, no, those are dumb for competition. It seems like I agree with you. People are absolutely wiping up the competition with these 2011s, and they are good shooting guns. I don't disagree with that at all, and I'm not going to be the guy to say, oh no, they're terrible for, you should get a CZ Shadow 2. Like, I'm not going to be the guy to say that because I'm out of my element. What I'm saying is they are expensive, and I feel like there are guns that are less expensive, like the LTT PX4 that I've been shooting, that are less expensive, that are more reliable, that are more practical choices for carry.
Like
and
your Beretta Storm.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. My PX4 Storm, which we shot. Yeah, and dude, I mean, I can shoot lights out with that, so can Ernest Langdon, but that's a gun that's also reliable that I can carry, and it's practical, and it's $1,000 less expensive than a comparable 2011.
I see your point.
So thank you, and that's all I'm driving at. And once again, I just want to close it out by saying, look, if I said something that upset you, then maybe don't be so easy to upset because we're just talking about guns. We're talking about fun stuff. Yeah. We're talking about a shared hobby that we have. I love you for tolerating this episode. And you guys are probably like, never have James Reeves on again.
Well, we still will, because I don't care.
You're my brother. You know that?
There we go. Exactly.
Thanks for coming to New Orleans, man.
Absolutely, man. Glad. This has been a blast, and we're gonna do some more stuff. Obviously,
we're all hot and sweaty. We just,
this is good. I want another one.
Right.
After this, but no, seriously, James, fantastic. Like we have a little obviously banter because we're bros, right?
Yeah.
And we're trying to obviously give you some entertainment value over here. Let us know in the comment section your thoughts on who won this.
Right? It was me, but yeah.
Clearly, obviously, you definitely won the hair challenge.
No. Oh, dude, you got wonderful hair. You got wonderful.
Not as good. But let us know in the comment section who won this, and also your top 5 overrated guns out there, and what should we do next time? What other videos should James Reeves, TFBTV, and Classic Firearms should do next time? Let us know.
Thank you for having me on, Classic Firearms viewers. I really appreciate it.